didn't shout me out, man.
No, I just watching all that fire in here. And I understand you're leaving tomorrow. Please go.
Yes, go in Miami for Carnival. Yeah, you know how that goes. I just said we went President show, so I said let me come down here.
Where you went?
President. Yes.
And you see this event. I've seen it with them 6. You understand? When I tell you, when I put that in home soon, and I rock that. Mr. Clifton, what you like thing, eh? But I'm telling you, I'm not telling you to me soul, you know, they carry.
Who is he?
This carry what's
where you from?
Those for no street. They're my big brother. They're my big brother. They're my big brother, not them my neighbor. I'm a big brother.
Please tell me.
You used to see about me when we were small.
Sean Ramsey, arranger Old Tech Seal Orchestra, well past member of Fun Play. Alright, I've been a part of Fun Play from 1987 to 1997, so I spent that time with Fun Play. Yeah. You should take questions. Yeah, well.
What kind of guy pro was?
Yeah, well, Professor, I started in Pleasantville Senior Comprehensive back in 1986, September, and since then, well, yeah, you have been an integrated part of it as well. We have been a part of the Pleasantville Senior Comprehensive Steel Orchestra, right? A lot of us would have passed through that band here, and from Pleasantville Senior Comprehensive, we would have graduated and come across the Fun Play, right? And from that time in, you understand, Professor would have been the mentor, the person who would have us, you understand, have us and bring us to this, what I would call an institution, because the amount of arrangers and drummers and things would have passed through it because of Ken Professor Philmore. You understand? Just the name Darren Shepherd, Wentworth Richardson, Roger Charles, you understand? Well, myself.
What about guys who go on cruise ship?
Well, cruise ship, there's a lot of them would have done, a lot of soloists. A lot of soloists would have passed through, you know. And forgive me if I forget some of the names because I didn't say this particular point. Curtis Marcel, that he arranger as well too. Curtis would have done some work in the early, even while we were members of Fun Play, and he was one of the fellas who had started in the earlys. Yes? Because CP would have arranged for bands like Simple Song, and he would have done bands, you know, Moruga Sun Valley and so on. So, you know, CP had started before us. I started in 93, 94 around there, you know. Yeah.
You remember the days when Pleasantville players used to be converging from Pleasantville to Fun Play?
Yeah.
Were you a part of that?
I was part of that, you know, because back in 1987, right, when I joined Fun Play, is when Professor had bring a good bit of us down here, you understand, to start the Panorama tune for 1988, right? We started the Panorama tune here, yeah. Sometime late November, You understand? I would have come across here. Yeah? Alright?
And there was a time when the players were moving from Pleasantville to Fun Clay, and then suddenly they went to Skipper.
Well, that was past my era. Yeah, that was past my era. Yeah, I remember the days of Fun Clay, you know. Yes, I would have played with Skipper under Ken Professor Philmore in 95 and 96. You understand? Because, you know, based on my background before even getting into steel band, everybody know me as a percussionist. I would have been playing congas, right? And based on that, you understand, I would have been asked by Ken to play the congas, you understand, for the orchestra. All right? Back in 1990, while I was in my Panama tune here, you understand, on the 4 bass, I was moved from the 4 bass to go on a congas, because I feel that, you know, that at that time, they feel that I would have been the rightest person to play that instrument. So, yeah.
All right, so thank you very much.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, my name is Clyde Flanders. Well, I know a professor from Maritime Life Hatters. We played together, and I migrated and I went to New York. And I bumped into him in New York around 1983. And he told me you're arranging for a band in Brooklyn if I'm interested to come through. By the time I was living in the Bronx. And as soon as I bought a car, I went down to Brooklyn. And I used to go and pick him up and drop him to practice and take him back home. I think we went at least about 7 panorama with sonatas in Brooklyn. And I chose to come back to Trinidad. And the last time I lined with Pro was myself, him and Neil Algie. He came Penal, and we had a couple of drinks and promised to come back to spend a day down in Penal Bars. And that's still in the makings. Yeah. Pro and me went back, way back. I used to run a mass camp in Brooklyn, and Pro used to come and play every year in the summertime. He used to come and play for me. I even get Pro to play in Penal in a family reunion. So we are close. When I got the news, I still can't believe it. Yeah.
5, 4, 3, 2. Hello, my name is Atiba Chike Williams. I am a panist out of South Trinidad, and Ken Professor Philmore was my sister's mentor growing up in high school. So obviously when she started teaching me what she knows about the pan and so on, you know, he was an influencer into my style and the way I approach things. I always remember I would come down to Fontclair. This is when I was really, really young, about 3 or 4 coming up, and although for me personally it wasn't really encouraged to come into the pan yard, Professor would always, you know, spot me and say, what is in is I love, and hug, big hug all the time, right through, anywhere we bounce up, in any kind of setting, in any kind of situation. He was always that kind of warm, effervescent, inviting person. And I especially remember the way he crossed the, if I may say, the political lines that we sometimes draw in the pan fraternity. You know, where we war band against band, and we're not talking to Darwood, and Professor was never like that. Professor was always the kind of person who was welcomed into any band situation because of the kind of person he was. Really, really inviting and effervescent, and a lovely, lovely, lovely person to work with and to deal with and to watch play. One thing I remember about his performances is that he would invite you in. He would invite you in to enjoy the music with him. And that is one of the things I'm still striving towards. But, you know, that's something that he mastered to the nth degree. I remember going to Queen's Royal College with Professor to a jam session. We were preparing for the National Philharmonic Orchestras. They had a piece where they needed 2 panists, and he was tasked with the job of preparing me and another panist to play those roles in the National Philharmonic. They needed some extra pan men. We got called in. I was about 9. And the way he took us through the music, and even after that, you know, we had a photo shoot in QRC. And I still have that picture. I cherish that picture because it's of him reaching over his pan into my pan, which was significantly lower than his, of course, because I'm 9. And showing me a couple things that I could use. Professor Philmore will always be remembered as a real special spirit, a real icon of Trinidad and Tobago. And it's really clear to me that his idea of what pan is and what pan could be will live on. That's basically what I have to say.
Closer to me. Right, I want you to introduce yourself and tell me what you remember about you.
I'm also a ranger. Presently I'm a ranger for Nightingale Seal Orchestra. Tonight is a very sad night, you know. We are gathered here tonight to reminisce on the life of Pro. We are celebrating the life of Pro. My encounter with Professor was way back, I can't remember the exact year, but it was at Hoytonians. When they moved to Ramsar Street. And that is my first encounter with Ken Professor Philmore. I don't know, I don't have the ability to play at a certain level already, so my first encounter with him telling me something is like, you could like them fellas down by Fontclair, boy, why don't come and play down by Fontclair? And you know, let's listen to Pro music. I wanted to have the experience of playing under his, you know, his music, playing his music. And that year was Panama. That was the first year and the only year I ever played with Fontclair. And I played Panama with Fontclair, and you know, it was very enjoyable. I mean, playing Pro music, I mean, from the Southland, and you know, having somebody that passed on from Bobby Mohammed to Chiba, then to Professor. I mean, those are the three icons I call in there. You know, that's a few. I have some more, you know, I wouldn't mention it right now. But Pro, I just talking about his characteristics. Pro was a very friendly person, a loving person. It might sound a bit funny what I'm going to say here, but I can remember for Clive Bradley funeral. The first time I experiencing a guy kissing me on my cheeks, and that was Professor. You know, that's a show the kind of love he had with him. You know, you will meet anywhere. I mean, to the level he was a celebrity, locally and internationally. And he never forget his roots. That's one thing I admire about him. And you know, I learned certain stuff from him in terms of his characteristics. Anywhere you go, anybody will say something good about Pro. If anybody is saying something bad about Pro, then I don't know, they have a something personal. But knowing him in the panel, he's a very loving person. And I mean, just hearing that news about him, you know, he was getting some stuff coming on the media that things was alright and it was looking up, and I was real hopeful. And to hear that this morning, I mean, my phone was flooded this morning with getting that sad news, you know. I hit me up because this year we have lost a lot of icons, especially from the south. And it just keep going on, and I just hope maybe it stops here, you know, because this year will be a memorable year, so we lost a lot. And I mean, Pro is a big hurt for the Pan fraternity, you know, in terms of his style, his type of music.